Welcome to Yoga with Jerri. Today we will do a 45-minute yoga sequence for beginners. Hi, let's start in easy pose. This is sitting in any comfortable cross-legged position. Keep your back straight. Place your hands on your knees, palms facing up. Make sure your shoulders are not tensed up. Roll them back and down and keep them relaxed. Now close your eyes and bring your awareness to where your body is sitting with me here right now. We will take some deep breaths. Inhale through your nose and slowly exhale through your nose. Another deep inhale and slowly exhale. Continue this breathing a few more times. Try and use your nose only to breathe this entire session, keeping your mouth closed. One last deep inhale and exhale. Slowly open your eyes for some neck warm-up. As you exhale, tilt your head forward, chin to your chest. Inhale, head back to center. Exhale, tilt your head back. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, head forward. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, head back. Continue this in time with your own breathing. And feel the muscles in your neck stretch as you do this slowly. Last round. And on your next inhale, bring your head back to center. Now, side to side. Exhale, bring your left ear to your left shoulder. Inhale, head back to center. Exhale, right ear to right shoulder. Inhale, head back to center. Exhale, head to the left. Inhale, tilt your head to the right. Continue this in time with your own breathing. Feel the side of your neck stretch as you tilt your head from side to side. And last round on each side. And on your next inhale, bring your head back to center. Next, neck rotations. Slowly rotate your neck, inhaling as your head is back, and exhaling as your head is forward. Left ear to left shoulder, inhale, head back. Right ear to right shoulder, exhale, head forward. Keep going with this neck rotations, slowly and gently, feeling each and every delicate neck muscle being stretched. Now change directions. Don't forget to keep breathing. Now last round, and as you exhale, bring your head back to center. Next, we'll do some back twists. Make sure you're still sitting up straight. As you inhale, raise your arms above your head. And as you exhale, twist to the left. Bring your right hand on your left knee. Bring your left arm behind you for support. Inhale, come back to center and raise your arms up. Exhale, twist to the right. Right arm behind your back. Left hand on your right knee. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist to the left, looking over your left shoulder. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist to the right, looking over your right shoulder. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Push down on your hands to deepen your twist. Inhale, back to center and twist to the right. Continue this a few more times in time with your own breath. And last round on each side. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. And inhale, center. Now, side stretch. Bring your left hand onto the mat and reach your right arm over and across your head, stretching the right side of your body. Keep your right shoulder back and your left shoulder forward so you're not sinking in this pose. If you want to deepen the stretch, then come onto your left forearm, reaching your right arm across and over your head. You can look up at your palm. Other side. Bring your right arm onto the mat and stretch your left arm over and across your head. You can be resting on your hand, or you can be resting on your forearm. Look up at your arm. One more time on each side. Left arm down, stretching and reaching over with your right arm. Don't forget to keep breathing. And last time on your right side, right arm down, reaching and stretching across with your left arm. Great. Now for cat and cow. Come onto your hands and knees. Spread your fingers properly and make sure you put the weight over your entire palm, including your fingers. Make sure your shoulders are over your wrists and hips over your knees. Spread your hands, shoulders distance apart, and your knees, hips width apart. If you have hyperextended elbows, make sure the eye of your elbows are facing in towards each other. Now inhale, arching your back, look up. As you exhale, round your back, looking at your navel. Inhale, draw your belly towards the ground and look up towards the sky. And as you exhale, slowly round your back, looking towards your belly. Inhale, arch your back, looking up. And exhale, round your back, really push down on your hands to push your shoulder blades apart. Inhale, belly towards the ground, looking up. Exhale, rounding your back, looking towards your navel. Continue this for a few more rounds in time with your own breath. And last round, inhale up, exhale, looking to your belly. Then come back to center on your next inhale. To come into child's pose, bring your feet together and rest your hips on your ankles. Bring your chest between your knees and rest your forehead on the mat, stretching your arms out straight in front of you. Rest here for a few breaths. If at any time during this session you need to take rest, then rest in this child's pose. On your next inhale, look forward and come back onto all fours. Make sure your fingers are spread properly, weight over your entire hand. And to come into downward facing dog, tuck your toes, lift your knees and send your buttocks towards the sky, straightening your legs slowly and working your heels towards the ground. Your downward dog may look like this. Or if you have tight hamstrings, then bend your knees, then work your chest towards your thighs. This keeps your back straight. Slowly you can straighten your legs. Do not round your back like this. Instead, keep your belly pulled towards your thighs to keep your back extended and straight. Look between your knees. And keep working your buttocks towards the sky. Keep breathing in this downward facing dog. Inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your nose. Let's walk the dog. Bring your feet together, then pedal your feet. Bend one knee, keeping the other leg straight, then switch. Straighten the other leg and bend the other knee. Keep pedaling your feet to release your hamstrings. And come back into downward dog. Then come into plank by coming onto your toes. Bring your shoulders over your wrists, your body in one straight line, engaging your core. To come into low plank, you can bring your knees on the mat. Then bend your elbows, keeping your elbows close to your body. Or for chaturanga, keep your knees lifted. Then bend your elbows, keeping your elbows tucked. Come onto the top of your feet. Then look up, breathing in for upward facing dog. Keep your hips lifted, or they can be resting on the mat. Then tuck your toes, bend your knees, send your buttocks towards the sky to come back into downward facing dog. From here, step your feet forward one step at a time till you walk your feet between your hands. Then come into forward fold. If you have tight hamstrings, then keep your knees bent. Keep your lower belly touching the top of your thighs to protect your lower back. Fold your arms and let your body hang, releasing the tension in your back. Sway from side to side, letting gravity stretch your back and also stretching your hamstrings. Then slowly unroll your back one vertebrae at a time till you're back up to standing, head last to come up. Now we are ready for sun salutation A. Roll your shoulders back and down. Keep your tailbones tucked. Stand tall from the crown of your head. Keep your legs engaged and straight. Keep your arms engaged, sending energy all the way to your fingertips. Sun salutation A. Let's begin. Inhale, raise your arms over your head, looking at your palms. Exhale, folding from the hips. Come into forward fold, keeping your back straight, head to your knees. Inhale, come halfway up with a straight back onto your fingertips, or you can be resting your hand on your knees. Plant your hands next to your feet, then step back 1 foot at a time into high plank. Come into low plank. You can rest your knees on the mat. Roll forward over the top of your toes into upward facing dog, breathing in. As you exhale, tuck your toes, send your tailbone towards the sky, and come into downward facing dog. Take 1 step forward and rest here for 5 breaths. Make sure your hands are shoulders distance apart. Your feet are hips width apart. Breathing in through your nose, out through your nose. Check your fingers are spread properly. On your next inhale, step your feet forward between your hands, 1 foot at a time. Or if your foot doesn't quite reach, then step as far as you can and finish it off with little steps until your feet are between your hands, into forward fold. Come halfway up, breathing in, and exhale, head to your knees. As you inhale, bring your hands above your head, palms together, looking at your palms, and exhale, hands beside your hips. That was round 1. Now let's do round 2. Inhale, hands over your head, palms together, looking at your hands. Exhale, folding forward from the hips with your back straight, come into forward fold. Inhale, come halfway up onto your fingertips with a straight back. Exhale, plant your hands, step back into high plank. Bend your elbows for chaturanga. Roll forward over your toes to upward facing dog. Breathing in. Exhale, tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. Take a step forward in your down dog. Hold here for 5 breaths. Keep sending your tailbone towards the sky. Pull your lower belly in towards your thighs. Keep your fingers spread, the weight evenly over your entire hand. Meanwhile, keep breathing. On your next inhale, step your feet between your hands. come into forward fold, head to your knees. Inhale, with a straight back, come halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands above your head, looking up at your palms. And exhale, hands beside your hips. That was round 2. Next round, inhale, raise your hands above your head, looking at your palms. Exhale, folding from the hips, come into forward fold, head to your knees. Inhale, come halfway up with a straight back. Exhale, step back to plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, tuck your toes to downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Take deep breaths here. Check the foundations of your down dog. Keep your eyes open. Next, inhale, look forward, step your feet between your hands. Inhale, come halfway up with a straight back. Exhale, head to your knees. So inhale, bring your hands above your head, palms together, looking up. And exhale, hands beside your hips. That was round 3. Next round, inhale, hands above your head. Exhale, come into forward fold, head to your knees. Inhale, come halfway up, looking forward. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. Bend your elbows, lower down to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, tuck your toes, come into down dog, sending your tailbone towards the sky. Stay here for 5 breaths. Look between your knees. Bring your lower belly and your thighs closer towards each other to keep your back extended and straight. On your next inhale, bring your feet between your hands. Looking forward, come halfway up. Exhale, head to your knees. Inhale, come all the way up, hands over your head, palms together. Exhale, hands beside your hips. That was round 4. Last round, inhale, hands over your head, looking up. Exhale, fold from the hips, head to your knees, forward bend. Inhale, come halfway up, looking forward with a straight back. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. Lower down, chaturanga, bending your elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog. Keep your hips lifted, tuck your toes. So you exhale, send your buttocks towards the sky and come into down dog. Stay here for 5 breaths. Check your foundations. Are your hands spread properly? Is the weight coming over the entire hand? On your next inhale, step forward, feet between your hands. Come halfway up, inhale. Exhale, head to your knees. So you inhale, bring your hands over your head, palms together, looking up. And exhale, hands beside your hips. That was 5 rounds. Good job. Next, we'll do the triangle pose. Step your feet apart, about 4 or 5 feet apart. The distance between your feet should be roughly the length of your leg. So have a quick measurement and a quick check. If it looks good, then let's keep going. So turn your right toes out 90 degrees, left toes in 45 degrees. Make sure your pelvis is facing the side of the mat, same as your shoulders. Extend your hands out, then look to your right hand, reach forward and back, keeping your hips in the same place, only reaching forward with your hand. Then bring your right hand on your right ankle, left hand towards the sky, looking at your left palm. You can rest your right hand on your shin or your knee, wherever you can reach, making sure you don't put weight on your right hand. Bring your left shoulder back, right shoulder forward. Bring the weight on the inside of your right foot and the outside of your left foot, keeping both legs straight and engaged. So triangle pose on your right side, feeling the stretch there. Looking at your left palm, hold here for 5 breaths, inhaling and exhaling through your nose. On your next exhale, look at your right foot, come back up to center and switch sides. So turn your right foot in 45 degrees, left toes out 90 degrees. Again, bring the weight on the inside of your left foot and the outside of your right foot. Check your pelvis is facing the side, same as your shoulders. Extend your arms, roll your shoulders back. Now reach forward with your left hand. Look at your left hand and bring your left hand onto your ankle, right arm up in the air. Looking at your right palm, stay here for 5 breaths. Remember to keep your top shoulder back, bottom shoulder forward. And be careful not to put any weight on your left hand. It's purely just resting on your left leg or ankle. Keep breathing. Your next exhale, come back to center. Step your legs together. Next up is tree pose. Stand with legs together. Stand up straight from the crown of your head. Roll your shoulders back and down. Put all the weight on your right leg. Bend your left knee and bring your left knee up, bringing the sole of your left foot onto your inner right thigh. You can have your foot lower down next to your knee or even your shin. It's okay. But bring your sole of your foot high as possible onto your thigh. Press your foot against the thigh, thigh against the foot to create this pressure against each other. This will help you keep your balance. Make sure your pelvis is turned up straight. Open your hips to bring your knee back. Keep your straight leg engaged. Pick a point on the ground and look at it. To keep your balance, bring your hands together over your chest. Keep pushing your foot against your thigh, thigh against the foot. Hold here for 5 breaths. Then slowly raise your hands over your head. Keep focusing on the point on the ground in front of you. If you have the balance, then slowly lift your gaze to your hands. Good job. Bring your hands back to your chest and release your left leg. Give your legs a shake. Now let's do the right side. So keep your left leg straight and engaged. Pick your toes up, spread your toes. Bring the weight onto your metatarsal bones. So left leg straight, make sure you're standing tall from the crown of your head. Bring your right leg up, right sole of your foot against your left inner thigh. Press the foot and the thigh against each other. Open your hips, bring your knee back, make sure your pelvis is facing forward. Now raise your hands in front of your chest, palms together. Again, gaze at a point in front of you on the ground. Keep breathing. Once you have your balance, lift your hands up over your head. Keep your palms joined together. Remember to keep pushing your foot against the thigh against the foot. If you have the balance, then lift your gaze up towards your hands. Good job. Now return your palms to your chest. Release your foot. And that was tree pose. Next is a yogic squat. So bring your feet apart, about shoulders distance. Turn your toes out, heels in towards each other. And raise your arms, keeping your back straight. Bend your knees and come into a squat. Join your palms together and push the outside of your elbows against the inside of your knees to push your knees apart. Keep your back straight. Try and work your heels to touch the ground. Hold here for a few breaths. Then using your hands, gently lower your buttocks down onto the mat to come into a sitting position with the legs outstretched. Seated forward bend. Lift up the flesh of your bum so you can sit properly on your sit bones. Sit tall from the crown of your head. Keep your legs straight, your feet pulled up, toes flexed. Raise your hands above your head, then stretch them forward to hold the top of your toes. Keep your legs straight, or if you have tight hamstrings, you can bend your knees, as long as your lower belly is touching your thighs to protect your lower back. Straighten your legs if you can. Don't round your head, this will cause your back to be rounded. Try and keep your back straight and extended. Your forward bend may look like this. As long as you have a straight back, that is more important, not about how far you can reach forward. So if you can, grab the top of your toes. Your next inhale, we'll do a second round of this forward bend, reaching forward, holding the side of your feet if you can. Feel the stretch in the back of your legs. Keep breathing while you hold in this forward fold. And release. The last round, inhale, hands over your head and reaching forward. 5 breaths in this forward bend. Exhale, release. Good job. The counter pose of the forward bend is upward plank. Now put your hands behind your hips, fingers facing forward. Open your chest, roll your shoulders back. Now there's 2 variations to this pose. You can bring your knees up, feet on the mat, knees shoulders distance apart. Then push down your hands and feet to lift your pelvis. Or variation 2, keep your legs extended and straight. Hands behind your hips, point your toes, heels on the ground, lift your pelvis. If you have no neck problems, then tilt your head back. Work your toes towards the ground. Keep your pelvis lifted, pushing down on your hands, keep your chest open. Inhale, release. That was upward plank pose. Next is a seated twist. So bend your left knee up, sole of your foot on the mat. Bring your left arm behind your back to support you, to keep your back straight. Right arm bent outside of your right elbow on the outside of your left knee. Make a high five. Keep your right foot engaged and flexed. Sit tall and then twist to the left, looking over your left shoulder. Feel the twist in your back. Push your knee against your elbow, elbow against your knee to further the twist. And exhale, release and back to center. Now we'll do the other side. So right leg up, right arm behind your back, so you support your back. Left elbow outside your right knee. Twist to the right, looking over your right shoulder. Making a high five with your left hand. Keep your left leg engaged, toes flexed. Push the knee against the elbow, elbow against the knee to deepen the twist. And inhale back to center and release. Next is the bridge pose. Shuffle your bum towards your heel and lie on your back. Keep your knees hips distance apart. Arms on the ground. Then push down on your feet to lift your pelvis. Then interlock your fingers underneath your hips. Lift your pelvis high and push your chest towards your chin. Have the feeling of pushing your knees towards each other to engage your inner thighs. Now release. Do 2 more rounds. So inhale, pelvis up. Push down on the top of your shoulders and on your feet. Engage your glutes. And exhale, hips down. Last round. You can move your heels closer towards your bum. Lift up your pelvis. Engage and interlock your fingers underneath your hips. Keep breathing. And exhale, release. Pull your knees towards your chest and give your knees a hug, releasing the tension in your lower back. Next up, raise leg pose. Bring your legs up straight in 90 degrees. Toes flexed, toes pulled towards your head. If that's too much for you, then you can have your legs in tabletop. But if you can, try and keep your legs straight at 90 degrees. And hold here, engaging your core and using your lower abdominal strength to hold here. Bring your legs to 60 degrees. Don't push down on your palms. Using only your core and abs to hold your legs there. Keep breathing. Lower to 45 degrees. Keep your toes flexed. Keep breathing. And 25 degrees. Hold there. Keep breathing. And release. Give your legs a shake. Turn your head side to side. Then hug your knee to your chest again. Rocking from side to side. Then drawing circles with your knees to release the tension in your lower back. Then release your legs down for savasana. Let your toes fall out to the side. Bring your arms to the side of your body with some space between your body and your arms, palms facing up. Relax your body and give yourself the next 10 minutes to truly relax after today's practice. Again, bring your awareness to the present moment where you've just finished your yoga sequence and now you're here for relaxation. Let go of any thoughts in your mind. Let go of the worries. Forget the past. You don't have to deal with the future yet. Just be in the present where you're lying here with me. Relax your shoulders. Feel them melt into your mat as you let go of any tension. Relax your arms. Feel your arms grow heavier as you let it melt into the ground, completely relaxing them. Relax your back, your belly, your hips, your buttocks. Let it all melt into the ground as you let go of any tension. Relax your legs, your thighs, your knees, your shins, your ankles, and your toes. Feel it all grow heavy as it melts into the ground, free from any tension. Relax your mind, relax your face, your eyebrows, relax your jaw. Make sure you're not clenching your teeth. Relax your neck. Let it all melt into the ground as you let go of any stress and any tension. Relax your whole body and relax your mind. Nothing to do for the next few moments, but to lay in complete relaxation. Slowly bring your awareness back into the room. Wriggle your toes and fingers. Stretch your hands above your head. Stretch your toes. Then gently bend your knees up and roll over to one side, making a pillow with your hands. Gently use your hands to help you back up into a sitting position. Sit with your back straight, your legs crossed, however you're comfortable. Relax your shoulders. And we'll take some deep breaths here. Take a deep inhale through your nose. And when you exhale, open your mouth and exhale out all the tension. Deep inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale out all the stress and all the tension. One last inhale. And with your mouth, exhale.